I'm at the State House in Annapolis, Maryland, where the governor's office is replacing paper with iPads.
Basically, what we did was we went around and identified all of the staff around the governor's office that typically will print and would be able to use a tablet device. And so we were able to go through and identify exactly who should get what kind of device. And then it was really pretty straightforward. We went through, we acquired the devices, we put together a brief training program and distributed them to everybody in exchange for their printers or their copiers or their fax machines, or in some cases all of them.
For many, the idea of transitioning from paper to the iPad was tough to imagine, but using a stylus with a Notability app means the governor's staff doesn't miss their previous paper-based office workflow.
Before the iPad, we used to go through reams and reams and reams and reams and reams of paper as we'd be writing different drafts of speeches. Now, I use a stylus and do everything electronically. And so literally, on a major speech, I could be saving a half ream of paper just on one major speech.
Well, conceptually, I thought the idea of going paperless was a great idea, in part because I didn't think printing out major documents, very long documents for just a page or two of notes made a lot of sense. But my hesitations really had to do with the practicality of how it would work out day to day. But in practice, I found that I don't miss those paper copies at all. I didn't need those paper copies, haven't needed to use the paper copies of anything. I carry around my iPad. I still write my notes with a stylus on my iPad. I found that the stylus has become a much more important tool for me than the pen.
I try to keep everything that I work on from day to day, including my own handwritten notes. Everything is stored on the iPad, and that way I can search it, I can find it. Searching documents is probably one of the most powerful features you can get.
As for the future, the governor's office is also discussing retiring the state's paper-based operating budget, of which there are 3 very large books, in favor of going completely digital. Read more about innovation in Government Technology magazine, or visit us online.